Good morning. How do you do? It's 27 minutes on to 7 o'clock on this Thursday morning. That's a nice song. The first time I heard that song was from Pastor Joseph Charles. How you doing, bro? Good morning. A long time no see, eh? Don't worry, we'll see. Pastor Josh Hector and family, good morning. Bishop George Fletcher, good morning. Bishop Bonaparte is also in Grenada. Good morning. And the shepherd of the flock at Wester Hall New Testament Church of God, Pastor Laurie Dominic. Good morning to you, Pastor. Good morning to the First Lady, the Lady Nadika. And good morning to the children. Good morning to the congregation also. Michelle Bernard is first in the building this morning. Good morning, Michi. Yulin is there. Yulin Swan, blessings to you, Mr. Joseph, and to Grenada Carrick and Pity Martinique. Have a productive day. Same to you. Good morning, Gordon. Good morning to everyone. Blessings to all for a thankful Thursday. Again, she's rhyming. Thankful and Thursday. Have a great, safe day. Yulin, you do likewise, all right? Catherine Phillip, good morning. She says, good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Innocent. Monica Mayrose Williams, good morning, Mr. Joseph. Blessings, everyone. Good morning to you and Daddy Godwin. Rochelle Cummings, good morning, Grenada. Blessed day. Good morning, Rochelle. Hope you're doing fine. Mildred Smith is also saying good morning to you. Good morning, Mildred. How are you? Hope you're having a good morning thus far. Erlyn, good morning. I usually call her wifey. Good morning. How are you doing? You all right? Nice. Small Accent family, good morning. Sharon Bartholomew, good morning, y'all. All the way from Northern Virginia. Happy Thursday. Sherman Bihari, good morning. Michelle Daniel, good morning. Hey, let me get to the program and get out of this because I'll come back to this. It's time for the Hills and Valley Health Tip for today. And we continue on, asthma and so forth. Not asthma, but your blood pressure and so forth. We looked at your blood pressure. We looked at the pulse. Today we're looking at oxygen saturation. It's all part of the respiratory rate. Now, if you sometimes have trouble breathing due to a lung problem such as asthma or COPD, this vital sign is important. And COPD, let me test my knowledge there. It's a chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Yeah. All right. A pulse oximeter is an electronic device that clips onto a patient's finger to measure heart rate and oxygen saturation. Now, speak with your doctor to determine what oxygen number you should expect when using your pulse oximeter. Check your oxygen daily and call your doctor if your blood oxygen level or SpO2 drops below the recommended reading. All right. Again, we're looking at your oxygen saturation. If you sometimes have trouble breathing due to a lung problem such as asthma or COPD, this vital sign is important. Checking your oxygen level. All right. Now, a pulse oximeter, it's usually clipped onto your finger. All right. It is an electronic device that clips onto a patient's finger to measure the heart rate and also the oxygen saturation or the level of oxygen, especially that goes to the brain. Now, speak with your doctor to determine what oxygen number you should expect when using your pulse oximeter. Check your oxygen daily and call your doctor if your blood oxygen level drops below the recommended reading. All right, so that has been your Hills and Valley health tip for the day. Good morning to the boss himself. Good morning to all the folks at Hills and Valley Pharmacy. And if the good Lord spare our lives, tomorrow we will have that quiz where you can win. Last week's winner was Sylvina Charles. I hope she doesn't win tomorrow. Morning, Sylvina. How are you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Nice. Jillian McIntyre, good morning, good morning, good morning. Margaret Alexander, good morning. Mr. Joseph, howdy do? You sound like Mr. Beto there. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Yeah, I'm doing okay, you know. I think I'm getting the pressure under control and everything is, you know, getting some nice readings these days. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes, sending a little rain to the spice. we ain't getting rain today. We're getting Saharan dust. Yeah. All right. Good morning, innocent. Blessed day to you and everyone tuned in at this time. So says Sylvina Charles. Sherman B. Harris says, Sylvina Charles, good morning and congrats. Okay, yeah. Nice. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Listen, let me tell you all something. Those of you who are on WhatsApp, right? Unlike the Facebook page, I can see the name. On WhatsApp, I can't. So it would help, you know. It would make it more personal if you can say your name, or maybe when you're signing, you know, adding the account, put your name up so I can say, okay, morning, for example, oh, that is, well, I know the face. Morning, Debbie, what's up, papi? How you doing? Hope all is well. You have to teach me to play that guitar. Yeah, I really want to learn to play that guitar. All right, nice. I'm reaching out and say happy birthday to Asia Mason. Your birthday is today, and she enters into double digits. Well, you're celebrating Big 10. Hope that you have an enjoyable day today, and with God's blessings, live to see many, many more birthdays to come. Cheers to long life, Asia. Greetings from your immediate families, your church family, and also your school family. We love you, Asia. All right? Nice. Yes, nice. Good morning, Asia. Happy birthday. My good friend, the Urban Mason and family, good morning to you. Also to the Maxwin family over there in Munich. And good morning, Brooklyn. Good morning to everybody in Munich, as a matter of fact. The Macmillans and everybody, good morning. Mr. Rennie, Dr. Rennie, good morning. Yeah, how do you do? I hope all are well, the dentist and the vet and the entire family. All right, good. Hope everybody is doing fine. Pan Expressions comes up on Sunday, April 28th at the Tantin Netball Court. Children under 12, you pay $10. Adults, you pay $20. Go on out and support the Pan. All right? Let's get to the program. It's 20 minutes on to the hour of 7. And it's time for the word of the day. The word of the day today, it's a very short word. It is a preposition, all right? A preposition. And that word is qua. Simple. Qua. Q-U-A. Qua. All right. Now, qua is a preposition used in formal speech or writing that means in the capacity or character of someone or something. It is used synonymously with as to indicate that someone or something is being referred to or thought about in a particular way. So let me reiterate this. Qua, that's the word of the day. Qua. Q-U-A. And qua is a preposition used in formal speech or writing that means in the capacity or character of someone or something. It is used synonymously with as to indicate that someone or something is being referred to or thought about in a particular way. Good morning to the medical fraternity. Good morning. Dr. Noel, how you doing? Yeah, I hope you're doing fine. Dr. Granger too. And the folks at the ICU, that's the intensive care unit. Naspierre and your team, good morning. Nice. Good. Okay, here's how we can use that word in a sentence. The artist, qua artist, is less interesting to me than the artist as a human being. The artist, qua artist, is less interesting to me than the artist as a human being. Okay. Nadisha, good morning. How do you do? I ain't got the peanut butter snoise yet, but that is my fault, right? Yeah, good morning. The folks inside of Cafe, Miss Holmesy. Yeah, she say when two elephants fight, it's the grass that has get trampled. Oh my goodness, fun days, eh? Yeah. Nonetheless, the thought of the day today, it says, happiness is an attitude. We either make ourselves miserable or happy and strong. What is important though, the amount of work is the same. It takes the same amount of work to be happy as to be miserable. The choice is yours. Yes, the choice is yours. What would you choose? I choose to be happy. Yeah. I have to get one of the folks from the CCCN to come in and talk. You know, anxiety and fear is a real crippler. Yeah? Sometimes, you know, I go through this spate of it, anxious and worrying, and sometimes leading to depression, you know. Thinking about things down the road. What could happen? What might happen? And I'm certain that I'm not the only person like that. You know, we overthink. Yeah. So one of the folks from CCCN, I had them on earlier this week. I'm going to try and get one of them to come back and talk with us. Folks, the Maggie King of the Grill comes up on Saturday, the 4th of May at the Progress Park in Grenville in St. Andrew, Paradise, Telescope area, bordering, you know. A day of fun, food, and entertainment. Coming out and be a part. Yeah, Susan Douglas and family, the folks in Lakabeke. Good morning to you. The Chocolate City, good morning. Yeah. All right, I'm saying good morning. I can't remember the name, but Rose Mom. Good morning to Rose and good morning to your mom. Hope you all are doing fine. Ledger, good morning to you. Denson, good morning. Hey, let me get out of this quickly. All right, so buzzing this morning quickly. Let's see what's buzzing. We're running late. One Grenadian is among 5 CARICOM nationals awarded postgraduate scholarships in soil management. The NOAA hit health workshop to result in new forecasting tools for Caribbean region. All right. Arrests made in the largest gold heist in Canada's history. And in sport, Malin Found City recorded wins in both the A and B division in the National Netball Tournament. Those are the buzzing stories. We're heading into the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather. Let me see before we run off. All right, Cameron Andrew. Good morning, my colleagues, them. Yeah, yes, sir, innocent. Bless up, Zine. Yeah, you're more Jamaican than Jamaican, but you're Grenadian. Stop that. Mildred Smith, Mr. Innocent, that word English or French, explain to me. I did not get it. Qua, Q-U-A. Well, it's a sort of, it's a, like I said, it's a preposition, okay? All right, nice. Bihari says, so true. What is so true? Yeah, I think you're referring to the thought of the day. Let me just run it again. It says, happiness is an attitude. We either make ourselves miserable or happy and strong. The amount of work is the same. Yeah. Good morning to the folks inside of Hope. Ross Callis, Stumpy, good morning to you. Teacher Yvette, good morning. Mommy, good morning. Yeah, Miss Teacher Rufin, good morning to you. Good morning to my good friend. You know, she could turn off the TV now. You know who, right? The Isaacs, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, I hope you all are doing fine, right? Nice. Folks, we've got to take that break because we've got the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather coming up. Those of you who are on the television channel, the television platform, we've got a rebroadcast of last evening's television news. Stick and stay with us. We're with you anywhere and everywhere.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide, the light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Caribbean community countries, or the CARICOM, have called for a multilateral approach to transition to a blue economy, aiming to effectively balance economic development, social cohesion, and sustainability effectively. Beverly Telesford will tell us more.
During the 9th Our Ocean Conference in Greece on Tuesday, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell highlighted that transitioning to a blue economy could help address key challenges such as biodiversity loss, climate change, unsustainable fishing, marine pollution, especially from plastics, and unsustainable maritime transport. Prime Minister Mitchell emphasized the region's commitment to sustainable marine resource utilization and development. He outlined Grenada's initiatives aimed at fortifying coastal resilience and sustainable fisheries management.
And in the case of Grenada, I share, for example, our integrated coastal zone management policy, our non-biodegradable waste control act, our ban on single-use plastics, and our blue economy roadmap as testaments to our unwavering commitment to the sustainable utilization and development of our marine resources.
He stressed the importance of cooperation between the larger countries and countries within the Caribbean region to mitigate the effects of climate change.
And in the absence of multilateralism, and perhaps more importantly, in the absence of those who actually create the crisis, our success is going to be limited. And so I call upon us, the big ocean states, to ensure that we are united in our approach in making sure that those whose action is required to help us tackle these issues are not made to walk away with commitments that are not implemented.
The Prime Minister highlighted the importance of involving young people in these efforts.
In the absence of ensuring that our young people are intimately involved in this process, we will not make progress. And therefore, I want to commend the Prime Minister and the government of Greece for ensuring that there was a youth leaders forum which commenced yesterday as part of this conference.
Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Mitchell detailed plans to ratify conventions, including the Beyond National Jurisdiction, or BBJN, High Seas Treaty, as well as advanced negotiations on the Plastic Treaty at the upcoming United Nations conferences.
Grenada will ratify the BBNJ High Seas Treaty and the MARPOL's Annexes 5 and 6, and we will also advance negotiations of the Plastic Treaty at the 4th INC negotiations in Canada and push forward on the SIDS Sustainable Development Pathway at the 4th International SIDS Conference to be held in May in Antigua and Barbuda.
The High Seas Treaty was signed in New York in September 2023 during the United Nations High-Level Week. The agreement provides for the common governance of about half of the Earth's surface and 95% of the ocean's volume, the largest habitat on our blue planet, to promote equity and fairness, tackle environmental degradation, fight climate change, and prevent biodiversity loss in the high seas. In the case of the Plastic Treaty, the United Nations has committed to deliver a legally binding agreement by the end of 2024. The agreement is expected to catalyze global action to transform the way we produce and dispose of plastics. Minister for Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, Carrie-Ann James, has appealed for technological assistance for Grenada as a small island developing state in need of implementing advanced renewable energy initiatives and resilient infrastructure upgrades in the face of climate change impacts. Christina John has the report.
Minister James, who is presently attending the 14th session of the International Renewable Energy Agency, IRENA Assembly in Abu Dhabi, made the request during her presentation. The high-level international gathering commenced on Tuesday and will end on Friday. The Assembly serves as the paramount decision-making body of IRENA, with 169 member countries engaging in discussions encompassing all aspects of energy transition. This session will particularly emphasize the theme Outcome of COP28, Infrastructure, Policies and Skills for Tripling Renewable and Accelerating the Energy Transition. During her address to the Assembly, Minister James outlined Grenada's comprehensive strategy for energy transformation, aimed at achieving a 40% renewable energy share by 2030.
This ambitious target continues to be supported by the review and drafting of a dynamic policy framework that includes but not limited to a powering EV policy and RE Act, national energy policy, a comprehensive microgrid policy, among others. Currently, we have the commissioning of a 600 kilowatt solar PV plant with battery storage on one of our sister islands, and we continue to make preparations to undertake exploratory drilling for geothermal 15 megawatts baseload capacity project. Our focus extends beyond electricity to encompass sustainable transport and industry, promoting e-mobility and integrating alternative ozone-friendly fuel sources.
Acknowledging the challenges encountered on Grenada's journey towards renewable energy, Minister James appealed to international agencies for support.
However, like many of my colleagues mentioned, the path is strewn with challenges that includes financial constraints, technical limitations, and the urgent need for capacity building. As we look to the future, particularly towards the 4th conference for State in Antigua next month, it is imperative that we, as I like to build with my Prime Ministers will also say big ocean states, collectively advocate for enhanced access to climate finance. We must push for the establishment of a financial mechanism specifically designed for states, enabling us to transcend the barriers of high debt burdens, aging infrastructure, and limited fiscal space.
Furthermore, Minister James underscored the importance of technological assistance for small island developing states, SIDS, in advancing renewable energy solutions.
What we would like to see as a strategic outcome of the SIDS conference would be technological assistance, facilitating technology transfer and support for local innovation to help states implement advanced RE solutions and infrastructure upgrades that are resilient to climate impacts, capacity building, expanding programs to build local expertise in RE planning, implementation, and maintenance, ensuring that states can sustain these initiatives independently. We would also like to see more support given for the development of our policy frameworks, inclusive participation, and of course long-term partnership commitments by establishing long-term partnerships to go beyond short-term project cycles, providing sustained support and adaptation to changing circumstances and needs in cities.
Grenada's call for support echoes the urgent need for collaborative efforts in achieving global energy sustainability goals, especially among vulnerable countries like small island states. Christina John, GBN News.
As the modern world grapples with shifting societal norms and values, questions arise regarding the true purpose of the church. Once a dominant force in shaping spiritual, moral, and societal landscapes, the church now faces scrutiny over its role in contemporary issues. We have more in this report.
Historically, the church wielded significant influence, serving as a beacon of faith, charity, and advocacy. However, as times change, so did its mission, expanding to encompass broader social responsibilities. Yet, recent controversies, such as Pope Francis' remarks on civil unions for same-sex couples, have ignited debate within the Catholic Church and beyond. While some see it as a step forward towards inclusivity and social justice, others express concerns over doctrinal fidelity. In Grenada, where homosexuality remains illegal, the church's stance on such matter is scrutinized even further. Despite assertions from church leaders like Bishop Clive Harvey reaffirming the church's commitment to human rights, tension persists between tradition and modernity. In a recent interview, Father Gerard Paul reiterated his stance against same-sex unions, highlighting the importance of individual believers' roles within the church's framework.
My personal position is that I will not bless same-sex couples. I will completely ignore that. I have said that at clergy meeting. Everybody in clergy knows my position on that. I will completely disregard that. I think this is completely not in order.
Father Gerard Paul has also highlighted the need for collective responsibility and inclusivity. As the church navigates these difficulties, its true purpose remains a subject of ongoing reflection and debate in an ever-changing world. Nisha Peters, GBN News.
Construction has commenced on the temporary bypass bridge in Victoria St. Mark. Christina John will give us an update.
Construction has started on a temporary bypass bridge in Victoria St. Mark, which will make it safer for pedestrians traversing the area. This crucial infrastructure project is a precursor to the construction of the New Bailey's Bridge, a flagship endeavor under the Basic Needs Trust Fund program, backed by funding from the Caribbean Development Bank and the Government of Grenada. Senator Quincy Britton expressed satisfaction with the process, acknowledging the challenges faced in reaching this milestone.
We find that it was necessary to do that because in that community you have quite a number of villagers, plus you have two schools, primary school and pre-primary school. There was this school for special education as well, but they're temporarily relocated because the project of doing a renovation or improvement of their facility as well. So they're temporarily relocated from that area. But in terms of numbers with students, you have well over 300 students traversing here on a daily basis. So we saw it necessary to do a temporary bridge while the construction of the new bridge is taking place. It's a little bit delayed. We had some issues and a lot of challenges that we needed to get sorted before we can proceed of dismantling the what we call the Bailey's Bridge that is currently there.
The new Bailey's Bridge is slated to feature dual carriage lanes, enabling two-way vehicular traffic alongside pedestrian walkways on both sides. Spanning 29 feet in width and 60 feet in length, it will serve as a vital link between the communities of Bonaire and Victoria, particularly during events necessitating traffic rerouting in the Victoria area. Gilbert & Associates Engineering has been entrusted with the construction of both the temporary bypass walkway and the new bridge. With work already in progress, completion is expected soon, contingent upon favorable weather conditions.
Things being equal, once they get good weather, there's no hiccups. As I saw so far, they are blessed with very good weather, and the materials is on site to construct the bypass bridge. And we see they started sometime last week, and they're moving full speed ahead. So I expect, once the weather will continue like that, then we should be moving smooth sailing within no time, because we're trying our best to ensure we take advantage of the beautiful weather that we're getting right now.
The commencement of construction on the temporary bypass bridge marks a significant stride forward in enhancing connectivity and safety for pedestrians and motorists alike in Victoria St. Mark. Christina John, GBN News.
The International Monetary Fund, the IMF, says economic growth in the Latin American and Caribbean region is expected to slow down. This as the fund shared the latest edition of its World Economic Outlook on Tuesday.
its latest edition of the World Economic Outlook, the International Monetary Fund indicates there will be a decrease in the financial outlook for the Latin American and Caribbean region.
The Latin America and Caribbean region, we see growth that is going to slow down a little bit from 2.7% to 2.5%. The numbers I give you here are excluding Argentina and Venezuela, who have fairly specific environments, and that's revised up in 2024 by 0.2 percentage point.
Economic Council and Director of Research at the IMF, Pierre-Olivier Gorinchas, shared a bit of its outlook beyond this quarter.
There is a lot of resilience in the region as well, although, of course, the number of countries in the region have tight monetary policy. In fact, tight monetary policy that started ahead of what advanced economies did, and that is weighing down on growth and is expected to go away as we have some easing of monetary conditions.
Turning to the effect on the global economy of the crisis in the Ukraine, Mr. Gorinchas said his team looked at different scenarios.
The one that we describe in detail in our report is one where you would have fairly significant disruptions in oil markets that would lead to a 15% increase in oil prices and also increase in shipping costs.
In response to the question from a journalist on the effect of the continuing Ukraine crisis, the IMF official expanded.
You're right that there would be an impact on business confidence. There would be an impact on investment, probably. The increased inflation that would come from higher energy prices would trigger a response from central banks that would tighten interest rates in order to secure inflation coming back to target, and that would weigh down on activity, and that would do so.
The April edition of the World Economic Outlook was released during a hybrid press conference from Washington, D.C.
In the wake of the recent debt-to-GDP ratio crisis, the pandemic, as well as other economic challenges, the International Monetary Fund is urging countries around the world to shore up their economic defenses. IMF's economic counselor and director of research, Pierre-Olivier Gorinchas, made the comment as he outlined what the fund is doing to help smaller economies affected by climate change.
We see very clearly that those countries that had the fiscal room to protect households and businesses during these two crises were able to do much better and were able to rebound much more quickly. So it's a time now that these crises are behind us, at least both of these crises are behind us, but we could face future crises and they could be coming.
Mr. Gorinchas outlined what the fund is doing to help smaller economies affected by climate change.
The fund, along with other organizations, is of course international organizations very focused on climate issues. We have an instrument, Resilience and Sustainability Trust, that is designed to help countries build that resilience going forward.
Grenada, a small country destined to create history. It's time for your GBN ISAW.
Tonight's ISAW is a video created on social media app TikTok, which speaks of major accomplishments Grenada has under its belt. The video is captioned, quote, 3 things Grenada did first.
3 things Grenada did first. In 1970, Jennifer Hostin didn't just win the Miss World title in London. She made history twice over. Hostin was the first black woman and the first Grenadian to claim the crown. Her victory was more than a win for Grenada. It was a landmark moment in the history of pageantry, celebrating diversity and beauty in a whole new way. Next, did you know they were an early adopter of spice? While not the absolute first, Grenada was one of the Caribbean's front runners in cultivating nutmeg, known as the Island of Spice. But Grenada also gets creative underwater. They were the first Caribbean island to build an underwater sculpture park in 2006, located in Molinary Bay. These amazing creations by sculptor Jason DeCaris Taylor help marine life flourish. Talk about an artistic reef. From pageants to nutmeg and underwater art, Grenada is full of surprises.
We thank our citizen journalists for sharing this creation. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
On Saturday, May 4th, there will be a shift on the island as the biggest grilling fest in Grenada moves to the big parish. The Maggie King of the Grill competition is at Progress Park, St. Andrew. Come taste the most sumptuous creations from the grill as top chefs and food enthusiasts showcase their culinary skills. Maggie King of the Grill is a festival like no other with live soca music, fun attractions, and games for the entire family. Then from 6 p.m., get a chance to win up to $5,000 cash in bingo. Interested vendors and grillers should call 456-3454 to register. It's the Maggie King of the Grill competition at Progress Park, St. Andrew. Gates open from 12 noon. Bring your appetite and stay tuned to this station for more details.
Maggie King of the Grill is made possible by Bryden and Miners, Hunt's, the official barbecue sauce of King of the Grill, Rubis, Get Going, Independence Agencies, agents for Swiss products, Grenada Paper Product, Grenada Bottling Company Limited, and Waggy Tea Rental and Sounds.
Keeping up with the kids' growth spurts might mean it's time for a bigger fridge. Don't worry, at Quartz, we got you. Or maybe you're ready to turn your home entertainment up a notch? That means a larger TV and soundbar? We got you. Excited about making your new home feel more like you? We've got you. Need a better mattress for more restful sleep? We've got the size and comfort that's right for you. So shop today and pay later. Whatever you need, we've got you. Quartz, bringing value home.
From the fertile heart of Grenada to the far reaches of the globe, Ram's Supermarket brings together the best of both worlds. Savor the freshest, locally sourced produce from our trusted Grenadian farmers and explore a curated selection of top-quality international favorites. Experience a shopping journey where warmth meets a world of flavors and affordability meets premium quality. At Rams, we welcome everyone to discover the joy of global and local culinary delights. Nestled in Sugar Mill, Grand Anse, we are open all week to offer you a taste of home and beyond. Ram's Supermarket, where our family, community, and the world come together. We are the good food people.
I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP.
Are you a VIP? Have you taken the necessary steps to safeguard your child's health? Let's get it right. Get your child on their vaccination schedule. Our national protection and coverage is our national priority. Our actions will impact Grenada's health and wellness. Let's make childhood immunization and vaccination number one. I am Senator Jonathan Lacrette, and I am a VIP champion. Let's make all our children VIPs, vaccinated, immunized, and protected.
Let's all be VIP champions.
A message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, Be a VIP Childhood Vaccination and Immunization Campaign in collaboration with UNICEF and the Pan American Health Organization.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sun Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Good morning, and it's 14 minutes after 7 o'clock. Welcome to the conversation this morning. Saying good morning to Judith Wadley DeGale. Top of the morning, Mr. Gordon, have a blessed day. You too. Hamion, good morning. She says a blessed morning to everyone. Lucille Edwards, morning. I love to be happy, all the way from Dominica. All right. Elsa Francis says, good morning, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Well, now, there's something that's happening today, and it's I've never heard of that today. A father, a daughter, and a granddaughter, they're all celebrating their birthdays today. Could you imagine this? I mean, I know sometimes you have a mother and a son, a parent and a child, but the father, the daughter, and his granddaughter, they're having the same birthday. Saying happy birthday to you, Joseph Bartholomew, all the way in Willis. You're celebrating your birthday. Now your daughter, Aisha Francis, who lives in Vincent, she's celebrating today as well. And Aisha's daughter, Idonna Amade, is celebrating her birthday as well. All right, she's from Old Wester Hall in St. David. So happy birthday to the three of you all. Listen, you all go somewhere and just celebrate this. This is unheard of. As a matter of fact, if I was in government, I would give you all a whole day for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, enjoy it to the fullest, all right? Anna Williams says, good morning. Good morning, Anna. Alistair Warwood, blessings, spicy folks, the world over 50 years, we're strong and more to come. Yeah, you didn't say it right, Papi. You have to say it with the slang of the day. Up and up and up. It's 16 minutes after 7 o'clock this morning. What do you want to talk about? So many different things are happening. I'm seeing something on Facebook as it relates to some incident that occurred in the prison with a convict who was stabbed and had to be hospitalized and receiving 15 stitches. Now, I cannot quote it officially, right? So I'm just saying, Facebook, and then you can always, it does have fake news sometimes, yeah. So I have to tread cautiously. All right, saying good morning to the Pukarin family all the way in Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning to you. All right. Okay, let me see. Right, good. Nadisha. Now, Nadisha, you're being selfish. Today is Nadisha's birthday as well. All right, and your dad wants to wish you a happy birthday. And your father, Carrie, and the rest of the family. And today is our great-grandmother birthday. What really going on today, boy? I had to take a note. Those of you who play Lotto and Pick 3 and play away and things, I don't know how you interpret that, as I was saying. But grandmother and a granddaughter, they're celebrating today as well. Nadisha is celebrating. Also, your grandmother is celebrating today. All right, well, celebrate in fine style, girl. Don't make any snow ice today. Let somebody bring you out. And, as I was saying. Folks, another numbers, 435-2041. What's on your mind? What's bothering you? What would you like to talk about? Nawasa, I have a friend inside of... Laborie, I think it's Laborie, that says he's having a lot of problems in getting water. I know we're in the dry season, but Nawasa, I urge you, I implore you to be more efficient in dealing with breakages. You understand? You have a lot of broken pipes here and there, and sometimes weeks and days. It's left undone. I know you might have a problem with staffing and your human resources and so forth, but it's, let's try and get it done right so that the folks, water is life. Remember that, okay? Good morning to the folks at Nawasa. Jamila, good morning to you. Ryan and everybody, good morning. The Fari, good morning. Secure, good morning. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, good morning, Innocent.
Welcome to the program.
Good morning to you, Innocent, and your listeners and viewers. Yesterday, I desperately tried to get on, and I was wanting to believe maybe I was blocked, but that's not the case.
You what?
I couldn't get on yesterday.
You thought what?
No, I said I was tempted to believe I was being blocked, but I know that is not the case.
Nah, man. Well, why
anyway, no, I'm just telling you, being frustrated at the time.
Okay.
But it's good that you mentioned Nawasa, because I don't like to say anything that might sound negative to Nawasa, having been one of the directors in the past. But something happened in Lacaloman between Monday and yesterday morning. The water went without notification Monday morning. It came back in the night. And by early the next morning it went. And I'm saying they may have good reason, but they should tell people so people could make adjustments. Okay. I feel sorry for the people who had to leave early yesterday morning to work and so on, who might have not had water to have a shower or a bath. So at least they need to do something better than that. Okay. I mean, people just come again and bash them and say, I know it's not as simple. In fact, we ain't going to pay more. I mean, we don't really pay the full price of water. That's a fact. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that we have to be treated with this kind of disrespect. If you're going to take water, if there's a reason for even prolonging the outage of the water, we should know so we can make adjustments. Okay, anyway, that's about it with Nawasa. The other thing is that the Provincial Council in Haiti, last Saturday, I had the privilege of listening to some Haitians in a webinar that I was part of, who outlined the real situation in Haiti and what is needed. The approach of CARICOM and the masters are not really the approach. As the people say, you need to deal with the cause. I mean, what is it precipitated? I mean, giving rise to the fact that so many interventions, so many invasions, and the problem is not being able to solve because you just sugarcoating it. And unless you deal with the Haitian people in a respectful manner, you will have continuing a conflict and mayhem. In fact, one of the things that the people said was, even the case of the gang, you can't just exclude the gang like that. You have to find a way of bringing them in, because what would end up being in Haiti is a bloodbath by blacks on black, because those people are going. Not one white is going. Only black, so let black people kill each other. And it will not be successful as in the past. There have already been 80 people have been already infected by so-called UN health, by the cholera and all of that, the raping of the women, so many, fatherless babies in Haiti as a result of all these interventions, or children, not just babies because they would have grown up. We need to really not let the imperialists impose solution on us. And we have to see the Haitians as our brothers and sisters. In fact, as some people have said, we need to pay homage to the Haitians, because had it not been for Haiti, maybe Grenada would not have known or practiced what we call independence, albeit, in inverted commas. People, political, whatever, not really independent. But at the same time, we need to really find out the real situation, not what we are told. And quickly, a conversation came over the role of the BBC yesterday, and I wanted to respond. People must understand that the BBC is an extension of the British government. It is an agency of the Foreign Service of the British government, and they're doing the work on us. It's like the soap opera. The more you see, the more you want. So we had to find a way. I think the thing where the Caribbean people news this morning, that's an attempt. We should try and make our own news, and I'm not saying exclude all international news, but not, rely on the BBC.
Okay, caller. Okay, wrap up.
Yeah, I'm wrapping up now. Okay. As if they're our, the source of heaven and whatever on earth. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much. Let's accommodate one of our WhatsApp callers. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I am alive and thankful. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Well, I'm happy to be on the program this morning. I really needed a voice to speak to my people in Grenada.
Okay, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Trinidad.
Which part of Trinidad?
I'm living in South Trinidad, St. Madeleine to be precise. That's where the old sugar factory were.
That's going down Point down there, Princess Town down there?
Very close to San Fernando.
Okay.
We're on the edge of the city.
Okay, all right. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Well, this morning I want to make some contribution, because I think it's quite a while I haven't, talked to my people.
Okay.
I must say I was always and I'm always interested in youth development programs, and that has been the hallmark of my life.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, since I was a child, I was involved in groups and clubs, the formation of groups and clubs and the management of those groups. But what happened in Grenada over the years, every time, you form these groups and clubs and you find your people moving away, so regular, and this, you don't have no sustainability. And that has been a problem, because what we have over the world today is we have a worldwide youth crisis. All over the world, it's very difficult to contain any youth. And there must be a reason, a cause for that. And I believe in the absence of these groups that we are going to find ourselves in a lot of problems moving forward. We need to take care of this problem before it escalates beyond control. I still believe that we have a chance to control. But
how do you propose we do that?
But this is what I'm going to say. First, we have to get people together. That's the most important thing. And we have to start at the infant stage. From the time children come from school, before they get contaminated with what happened in the wider world, you engage them and keep them in groups and clubs, and where you would keep them occupied within sports, special skills, and all these kind of things and that. So we really need these groups and them. But what happened over the years, these groups and them has been fading away throughout. People get so selfish that they don't want to be together. And apart from that, we have so much personal agendas, people using the group for their own personal use. And when it doesn't fit the use no more, they discard.
Okay.
And I think that has been happening in Grenada for quite a long time. And it become a kind of epidemic now for us.
So
because we find,
why don't you come up and help us mobilize them, man? You have the ideas.
That is where I'm coming to.
Nice.
I have tried in the past. As a matter of fact, if people who know me know about my involvement in group activities. Since I was a child, I was one of the founder of Pressure Pumpers group in Parkley.
Really? So where are you really from in Grenada?
I am from Parkley, St. Andrews.
Okay, all right, okay.
Grenville, my hometown. I went to school in Methodist school. I did not go to high school.
Okay.
However, we had this group and I'm running throughout. And even while I traveled and I came to Trinidad, I used to support the groups and send a thing, keep informed, about the group and the activities and things like that. But I came in Grenada in 1997 to settle down. And when I came, all the groups was inactive. And being who I am, I cannot live in a community that is that docile and, things like that. Is a recipe for violence and crime.
All right.
So I decided I'm going to try to revive the groups and them, and I did. Even so, the first year of doing that, we came first in the national competition in cricket, and we came first in the B division to go up to promote to the first division in football. In doing so, we had teams from infants to under 15 to under 19 to the B team, where we won out every competition in both football and cricket throughout Grenada.
And you're talking Pressure Pumpers, right?
Pressure Pumpers.
Okay.
And while Devon Smith, a matter of fact, is a product of Pressure Pumpers. While I was there, things was going fine. But as soon as I leave, everything does just fall apart.
Why do you think that's the case? Why? Because I want answers. Why is that the case? Is it a fact that you were forcing people to be part of the group, or you were just the central part of it? Why?
Well, you don't force anybody to do anything. You engage people and let them know the benefits of what you are doing. And that is exactly what I do. So, most children would gravitate to it because innocent children coming out from school, they don't really want to get into violence. They would want to come to the park and associate with the rest of kids and play games, things like that. That is natural from young kids.
But that was before. Nowadays, they sit on the tablets and the gadgets.
Well, yes, and we have a role to play in that, and we have to take some responsibility for that because they're growing up with us in our homes. And we are the one who buy the gadget. They have no money to buy the gadget.
Right. That's true. That's true.
And even when we buy the gadget, we don't have the time to spend with them to teach them how to use the gadget.
Okay.
So we always ended up in some kind of crisis.
Okay.
Because
in the interest of time, because we have other people wanting to participate, but I know it won't be your last time. So when are you coming up to assist us? Well, yeah, with the formation of groups and so forth. Because I'm certain that guys like Brady and Ashley and those guys in Parklet and Moncton and Stalin and those guys would be anxiously waiting to work along with you to get back the community groups back up and running.
Yes, I do believe that, and I was there for the past two carnival. As a matter of fact, I too was involved in the Parklet Carnival committee.
So you and Spooge and them used to be doing all the thing together?
Well, yes, Spooge is more or less one of the designers. I am really the person who do all the background work, set up everything and do all the the type of work to have things running.
Okay.
So more or less the designer.
Okay.
But a very, very disturbing thing happened over the last 2 years.
Okay.
After COVID, I came to Grenada. I'll try to make it quick.
Please.
I came to Grenada to deal with the carnival, and I was met with some kind of hostility from some people there, and who was not even involved in the carnival. And last year, I came there and to promote and continue with the band, and a set of people came from US and England, and next thing I know, I'm so disappointed.
Don't wash dirty linen in public. Yeah, don't wash dirty linen in public. When you come up, we will resolve that. All right.
All right.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm happy for the opportunity, and I would continue to speak because I have a lot to say.
Right. Okay. So we appreciate that, and we happy to have you sharing from all the way from Trinidad, and give Trinidad my love. There's a young lady in Princess Town, Kisty. Could you look for Kisty and tell her Innocent says hi?
I will.
Okay. Have a good day, bro. All right. Love you. Bye-bye. All right, folks, it's 27 minutes not after, but on to 8 o'clock. We take a commercial break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Mark your calendars, football fanatics. The GFA is turning 100 this year, and we're ready to celebrate. It's GFA's Legends Weekend, a 3-day extravaganza, kicking off on Friday, May 3rd, and running all the way till Sunday, May 5th. Witness history in the making. The Caribbean taking on the world in a clash of legendary international footballers on Sunday, May 5th at the electrifying Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Get ready to roar with the crowd as iconic legends like Emmanuel Adebayor, El Haj Diouf, Alex Song, Michael Essien, Luis El Matador Hernandez, Shaka Hislop, Asamoah Gyan, Ricardo Bibi Gardner, Russell Latapi, Shallery Joseph, Jason Roberts, Dexter Daps, and a whole host of superstars light up the pitch. From breathtaking goals to unforgettable memories, GFA's Legends Weekend promises an epic celebration of football you won't want to miss. Keep your eyes peeled on GFA's social media for the full squad reveal. GFA's Legend Weekend. Be there.
Carrico Maroon and String Band Music Festival 2024, April 26th to the 28th. Coming together to preserve and showcase our culture is who we are. Friday the 26th, Salon at the Chapel. Early morning libation, 3 p.m. Saraka, 7 p.m. the official opening ceremony and cultural evening. Saturday from 10 a.m. Hillsborough Square. It's Strings in the City. Then at 8 p.m. we move to the Botanical Gardens for Cultural Explosion with local and regional performances featuring Touch, the band. Admission $60. Then on Sunday, it's the grand finale, Paradise Beach. From 12 noon, musical entertainment. And from 4 p.m., Paradise Beach Friends, cultural entertainment and live music. Admission $20. Come and learn to dance the quadrille and big drum on Paradise Beach every Sunday after the launch until the festival ends. Carrico Maroon and String Band Music Festival 2024, April 26th to the 28th.
On Saturday, May 4th, there will be a shift on the island as the biggest grilling fest in Grenada moves to the big parish. The Maggie King of the Grill competition is at Progress Park, St. Andrew. Come taste the most sumptuous creations from the grill as top chefs and food enthusiasts showcase their culinary skills. Maggie King of the Grill is a festival like no other with live soca music, fun attractions, and games for the entire family. Then from 6 p.m., get a chance to win up to $5,000 cash in bingo. Interested vendors and grillers should call 456-3454 to register. It's the Maggie King of the Grill competition at Progress Park, St. Andrew. Gates open from 12 noon. Bring your appetite and stay tuned to this station for more details.
Maggie King of the Grill is made possible by Bryden and Miners, Hunt's, the official barbecue sauce of King of the Grill, Rubis, get going, Independence Agencies, agents for Swiss products, Grenada Paper Product, Grenada Bottling Company Limited, and Waggy Tea Rental and Sounds.
In In honor of the Grenada 50th Independence, the Royal Grenada Police Force Band presents the second annual Mother's Night Out. Mother's Night Out. The concerts all going down on Sunday, May 12th from 5 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. Featuring live from TNT. It's crazy.
Time to come. America will have a black president.
John King.
How many more?
June Lodge. Together with the Hitman Inspector, Valine Ned, Samantha Dixon, Alex Phillip, Shane, Innocent, General PP, Kareem, Alexis, Ron Barry, the African Man, and much more. Dress code elegant. It's Mother's Night Out, the Grenada Trade Center from 5 p.m. on Sunday, May 12th. Lots of giveaways and prizes to be won. Champagne and roses on entry. You don't want to miss this amazing experience for mothers. Your tickets only $70 and are available from Kittens Pharmacy in Grand Dance and Grenville, Grenadian Optical, the Police Band House, Police Canteen. Make this a date for mothers.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation. Let's go straight to the telephone line right away. We lost that caller. Caller was just a little too impatient. All right. You know the numbers, 435-2041. Let's go back here. Good morning, caller.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Well, yeah. What I'm trying to talk about now is the legalization of marijuana. You think this is a good idea that they should legalize marijuana?
Papi, I asking the questions this morning. You're putting me on the spot, you know. What do you think? You think it's a good idea? And as a matter of fact, the first attempt is not to legalize it, is to decriminalize it, so that, you know, the guys that are just rolling a spliff and smoking and so forth will not be charged. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think they shouldn't do this.
Why? Tell me why.
Legalization of marijuana, when they're doing the marijuana, a lot of people will be disrespected.
They will be what?
Especially the police and the magistrate and everybody, they will be disrespectful. Knowing Grenadian how I know them, they will want to go by the courthouse and smoke a joint. Because it's legalized. They will want to go by the police station and smoke a joint.
So,
I don't think it.
So what wrong with that?
What do you mean what wrong with it?
What wrong with that? And yeah, rum shops close to the courthouse and so forth?
I ain't saying no. But no smoking ain't good. Smoking it destroys your respiratory system.
Drinking alcohol destroys the liver?
Yeah, it gives cirrhosis in the liver.
Mm-hmm. So tell me, what's the difference?
I would have never had the thought of legalizing marijuana. It convinced me happen, and I see what you're doing. Eventually, when a prayer last thing will be up and arrive, a man plant marijuana in the land, man will come and keep it, and some things don't happen.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, caller. Thank you, caller. That's what democracy is all about. That's just your personal opinion. Some folks would think otherwise. I want to reach out and say, extend my deepest condolences to the family of Miss Sylvie in Beaton. I only saw it this morning. Wow. Good morning, the twin. Good morning. Good morning, caller.
Morning. How are you doing today?
I am alive and thankful.
Well, with the BBC does talk about all different areas of news, not only about what's going on in Israel and all those other places. And a lot of people look forward to listening to the BBC News at different times. It's not one thing alone. It talks about things worldwide, so the BBC is very important. But of course, I know all about the colonial people, but we need the BBC. In relation to the marijuana issue that the guy talked about, I tend to support him in terms of smoking, because I don't know if you was listening the other day when I think they want to ban, I can't exactly remember how it goes. I think they want to ban cigarette smoking from people at under 15 or something like that. Did you hear about that?
Yes.
Yeah, because you know what one of the reasons why? Because apparently it causes a lot of expense to the healthcare system. Apparently the healthcare system is overloaded with lung disease and lung cancers and diseases of the respiratory system. I'm not a doctor. The system is overloaded. They're looking at all these things right now. Smoking is definitely definitely not. I can't support legalization in terms of for smoking. Smoking should not be permitted under no conditions, because if you look at a packet of cigarette, they always tell you the surgeon's warning saying that cigarette is smoking is not good for your health.
They should have the same. They should have the same thing on the bottle of rum.
Alcohol is not good either, because let me tell you something. Alcohol impairs your judgment. So is alcohol not good? Cigarette and smoking good? Neither alcohol. So I'm not condemning one and glorifying the other.
So they should ban alcohol too.
Alcohol should be used in terms of, you have alcohol in the use in medicine.
Uh-huh.
Medicine includes cough drops, and all those sort of things. All those things should be regulated in medicine form, including the same marijuana that we talk about. The marijuana, you could legalize it in terms of, you have an industry that for medical purposes, maybe it's good for people say asthma, people say, how you call it, fits, seizure, paper. So marijuana probably have good qualities, good properties that you could use to probably give people a job, and good for economic growth and things like that on that area.
Well, there you go. That means it has, like everything else in life, it has its ups and its downs, its pros and its cons.
Right. So, but not for smoking. I would not support smoking, so I will support it on the other part for what it can do to help people in life, or for the economic development of the country, which I don't have no problem with, so on that. Okay. And then again, it must be properly regulated. You must have certain laws in place, and it has to be monitored properly and effectively, because like anything else, people are going to exploit it and take advantage, because that's the world. I'm not blaming any government or anybody. I'm just saying that's the world. Okay. It must be regulated. But I say no way to smoking. But you could use it for economic purposes. I don't have a problem. But smoking, that's madness. I can't support that.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Well, in all the news that I've heard and all the the information out, I did not hear they say they decriminalizing it for smoking purposes. They're attempting to decriminalize the entire industry. So what you choose to do with it, you choose to do with it. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Innocent.
Welcome to the program, man.
I wanted to do couple items.
All right, go right ahead.
Yesterday I thought it was unfair to Father Paul.
There's a lot of noise in the background.
Yeah, I thought, sorry for that. I thought it was somewhat unfair to Father Paul, inviting him on the radio and somewhat hoping that he don't speak his mind. Knowing who Father Paul is, I thought it was an unfair sort of position to put him in. I'm one who speaks out. I don't keep what is on my mind. I say it as it is. Because there is a saying, when you stand for the truth, you always stand alone. It's about your conviction. It is not about who supports you, who likes you. It is about a conviction that you have, and you speak your mind on it. Yes? And I support Father Jerry in terms of the position that he's taking, because what he speaks about is true. Okay. And unfortunately, some people don't like that because it interferes with the comfort zone. And that is what it is all about, the comfort zone. They don't want anything to be ruffled. It's unfortunate. But I support him 100% in terms of the endeavor, what he's trying to do, the awareness, and it is awareness that he's trying to bring to our people.
Okay.
The last point I will make this morning, Innocent, some people, I don't know, they speak and they don't think about what they say. Your last caller is against people speaking out about same-sex marriage. Everybody should have the right to do whatever, married, whatever. But the same individual don't think that other people should have the right to smoke if they want to smoke, knowing all of the ills of it. You understand? We are in a free society. People know it is the same sex thing is biblically written. It is an abomination. But she is for it. People should have the rights and they should marry who they want and have sex because they're adults and all of that. But the same person now is condemning and criticizing the fact that who wants to smoke could smoke. Good morning, Jericho. Have a good day.
Hey, don't call me Jericho, boy. Why are you trying with me? Don't try that, you know.
Good morning.
Have a good one, bro. Have a good one. Life is so dynamic and versatile, yeah? Volatile. Yeah, rum purified things. If you don't drink it, but you medicine with it, it's allegedly that they say alcohol in percentage, but is the same as rum. Okay, all right. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning. Wow, no caller, you got to do better than that. I don't know what is the problem, but you heard it for yourself, right? Yeah. Let's go back here and say good morning.
Hi, good morning to you, my friend.
How you do?
And to your followers. I'm doing great, thanks.
I could hear it in the voice, man.
A couple of things, thanks. That interview you had with
Father Paul?
Father Paul, I was shocked and disappointed. I am not a Catholic, so I'm not really into the nitty-gritty of the thing. But the fact from what I saw in the media of the agreement that was reached of folks not speaking openly about the matter, I was shocked to see that person in the mass media talking about it. To me, this was, not in agreement with what was agreed. Let's put it that way. So what I would say, though, everybody have their rights and to pursue and to think the way they want to think and have their own opinions. But if you are accepting a role as a spiritual leader of a community, you have to be very careful about how much of your personal views that you ventilate in public, especially when they may not be spiritual. Okay. So as a leader, you have to be responsible. You may have a lot of great ideas. Everybody have individualities. There are priests who are sports people. They like the sports. They want those who like sports cars. You have a personal aspect of your life. And you may have your ideas on certain things. But once you accept a role as a spiritual leader, this is a major responsibility. And I think that in that regard, I am not comfortable with some of the utterances of this person in his capacity as a spiritual. If you want to just be an advocate and an outspoken person, fine. Leave the frock there and be who you want to be. But if you want to be a spiritual leader, you have to be spiritual about whatever you say, because your words matter. They matter to your community and your followers.
Okay.
The other thing about the marijuana, I'm very concerned, because when I listen to the person who has been charged with the responsibility for developing a thing over the next 6 months, this person is not coherent. You're hearing about marijuana for export and for medicinal purposes. At the same time, the same person is talking about recreational marijuana. There is a total inconsistency. I don't know if I think that whoever gave this gentleman, and I know him well and I respect him, that responsibility, they should think again. Because what if you listen to that interview, I'm not sure who he did it with, but I heard parts of it in the news, totally inconsistent. You're talking about one thing and you're talking about another thing. And if we're talking about for export, and I could tell you, this matter of the economic benefits, it is totally overblown.
Okay.
Totally overblown. There are many other things we can grow for export that we're not growing. And there's a lot of things that we can grow for food.
Yeah.
On the same areas that we are not growing and we are importing it. We have mango juice being imported from South Africa in the middle of the mango season.
Yeah.
And you're telling me we're looking for new crops to grow? What kind of thing are we talking about? We have to be serious if we want to develop our country.
So, caller, let me ask you this: what's the? I'm picking up a level of animosity to the herb ban. What's the problem with the herb?
No, I have no problem with the herb. And who choose to use it, it's up to them. And the government will decide what is legal and what is not legal. I'm not getting involved in that. But I'm saying the emphasis on it and the potential for economic benefits, they are outweighed by some of the negative consequences. Right, it heavily outweighs the so-called benefits. And this thing about for export, what are we exporting in Grenada right now? And look at how much we're importing that we can grow. Let us focus on feeding ourselves. When marijuana becomes a food, when it starts to be classified as a food, then I would be really, really in support of it. Okay. But there's so much food that we need that we are not getting, and we are importing from the same St. Vincent. From the same St. Vincent. They are not just growing marijuana, they're growing food. Okay. And they're feeding most of the Southern Caribbean with their food. Okay. Right? So when it becomes categorized as a food, I will agree with it.
Well, there are some folks that tell you they eat it with rice and forage and they...
Okay, well, right. It's a food then to them. But when it's nationally classified as a food by the Food and Nutrition Council and everybody else, I'll say, let's go for it. Okay. But my concern is the utterances of the person who is in place, in charge of developing that thing and developing that vision for the next 6 months. Our personal vision looks very blurry. Okay. And I don't know if we're going to go anywhere serious, with due respect to the gentleman, based on what I heard from him. Okay. I didn't hear the whole interview, but the snippets I heard, they had me very, very concerned. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day, bro.
Same to you, my brother.
All right. Good. There's a song from Jamaica. Give me the herbal. Let me... I can't even say it. Folks, it's 7 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Tell you what we do. We take a final commercial break in the program, and then we come back and do the wrap. Don't you go anywhere.
We say, yeah, GBN we say, arts and culture living, yeah. Rock the box we say, I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box we say, I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box we say, we'll be jamming here on a Thursday. I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it. Eliminate violence.
On Saturday, May 4th, there will be a shift on the island as the biggest grilling fest in Grenada moves to the big parish. The Maggie King of the Grill competition is at Progress Park, St. Andrew. Come taste the most sumptuous creations from the grill as top chefs and food enthusiasts showcase their culinary skills. Maggie King of the Grill is a festival like no other with live soca music, fun attractions, and games for the entire family. Then from 6 p.m., get a chance to win up to $5,000 cash in bingo. Interested vendors and grillers should call 456-3454 to register. It's the Maggie King of the Grill competition at Progress Park, St. Andrew. Gates open from 12 noon. Bring your appetite and stay tuned to this station for more details.
Maggie King of the Grill is made possible by Bryden and Miners, Hunt's, the official barbecue sauce of King of the Grill, Rubis, get going, Independence Agencies, agents for Swiss products, Grenada Paper Product, Grenada Bottling Company Limited, and Waggy Tea Rental and Sounds.
see mentioned the Winkai, then you have things like Manumos, Boss Combat, you know. We have the low power that.
It is kind of like the same man, and it's just different name for the same kind of thing.
And last but not least, I just want to say to all the men who saw me, call me, and ask for a piece of cake. I'm baking this weekend.
Join us Fridays at 8 on GBN Television, K105 FM, GBN's Facebook page, and YouTube channel for We Culture.
All right, folks, it's 3 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Well, it's just turned to 2 minutes away from 8. Let me just take a comment here from one of our WhatsApp contributors. It says, in the past, leaders emerged naturally in the community and organized sports, culture, through clubs, etc. It was like an implied duty to serve the community. Alas, these days, those that can provide that kind of leadership don't feel that natural commitment anymore. Somewhere along the line, things broke down. Yeah? All right, let's take a call from one of our WhatsApp contributors. Let's say, good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr.
How are you?
Not too bad, just quiet.
We have a minute and a half.
Yeah, very short. I want to get some clarification and meaning. I have other things to say, but I'll leave out the rest. What is the true meaning? Is it soil turning ceremony, a sod turning ceremony? And if it's sod turning ceremony, what is the meaning of the word sod turning ceremony? And sometimes when other areas, I may hear they say groundbreaking. So groundbreaking, let's say something for a road. Building, I usually hear they say sod. But when I look, I see it's soil turning. What is the real true meaning? I want to get the meaning of those terms and words, please.
There is, let me tell you, groundbreaking, also known as cutting, sod cutting, turning the first sod or sod turning ceremony, is a traditional ceremony in many cultures. Let me go further. All right, let me just do that quickly. I'm happy because I had that concern one. It is a traditional ceremony in many cultures that celebrates the first day of construction for a building or other projects. Such ceremonies are often attended by the dignitaries such as politicians and business people. So groundbreaking, sod turning, all these things they're synonymous. You there with me?
Yes, I'm there, because what I'm saying usually is soil acidic turning over. So I wanted to really know the meaning, whether they are saying sod or soil, because it's always see soil, you'll take a spade and turn over the soil, but again, sod turning ceremony, and sometimes again, a groundbreaking ceremony. So
they're all the same thing.
Want to know.
They're all the same thing.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Thank you, caller. Have a good day. Have a good day. All right, folks, this is where we've got to wrap it up this morning because it's 8 o'clock. We've got to join the BBC. Thank you very much for your contributions and participation this morning. If the good Lord spare our lives, we'll do it again tomorrow, same time, same place, same frequencies. I love you. Bye-bye. Be positive. Be safe.